Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be breaking down Tua Tagovailoa's performance against the New York Giants in a film session, diving into what he did against the Giants. Before we get started, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. It would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So with all these film sessions, I start with the stats, and if you look at Tua's performance against the Giants, really good for him. 30 for 41, 244 yards, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions or turnovers. Really solid game. He was accurate with the football. He had 21 completions in the first half. That's the most by a Dolphins quarterback since 1994. So really productive game from Tua, and just a continuation of what we've seen over the past few weeks. Now though, let's dive into the film session, really break down what he did, and really determine what is happening that's making Tua really successful on the field right now. So two things I want to talk about. Number one, the Tua to Waddle connection. Here's Jalen Waddle. Here's Tua Tagovailoa. That's the first thing I want to talk about. But more importantly, I want to talk about the effectiveness of rollouts. And that's basically when Tua moves out to his left and throws on the run. Throughout Tua's career, he's been really effective running with the football and then throwing it off the run. So designed rollouts have been something that he's been really good at during his young career. It's something that the Dolphins have done a lot of to get him going at times. This isn't a situation where that happens, and it's more or less Waddle just because of his route running, getting open and picking up the first down. So you're going to look at the game situation. 3rd and 1 here. Dolphins first drive of the game. You've got to pick up the first down. And I love Jalen Waddle's creativity in his route running. For starters, he's going to come up here. It's going to be a little bit of a motion action to start as you see him go there. And then he's going to kind of sit over here in the heart of the defense and then just pop out to the sideline. As I said, this is a designed rollout for Tua. So Tua is going to move along this way, and as he runs, some parts of the defense opens up. So I'm going to just watch here. As Waddle kind of just drifts back into open space, you see that Tua's gotten the ball. He's originally looking over to Devontae Parker, trying to see if he can get it over there. But as he continues to roll out, he realizes that Waddle is in perfect spot on the sideline to go out and catch that ball. And Tua on the run, accurate throw to the sideline, only where Waddle can catch it. And he couldn't either go to Albert Wilson or Devontae Parker just because of the presence of these two defenders back here. So this is a really good job by Tua Tagovailoa to understand he doesn't have to pick up a ton of yards. Accurate throw on the run, only had 1 foot on the ground. Really nice throw from Tua, gets the first down and moves the chains. And this is something that Tua Tagovailoa did a lot of at Alabama, and we've seen a lot of it for the Miami Dolphins is the RPO game. And in a way, it's more of the PRO game because Tua wants to throw the ball more than he wants to run with it. But pretty much what's going to happen here is it's going to be a designed run play with the option for the Mike Gesicki pass. So basically, it's Mike Gesicki on the slant. And something that Tua might not have the most elite arm, right? He might not have the best, speed, right? But what he does come, and what I do think is really high up there among all the quarterbacks in the NFL is, one, he's super accurate. Some of his ball placement against the Giants wasn't the best, but normally he's pretty accurate. But more importantly, he's super good with the decision making. And here is a perfect decision here. So on this play right here, he's watching these two players right here because remember, Gesicki's running this route. So if these two guys move down on the play action, that means that all the space in behind is open for Tua to throw into Gesicki. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Run option happens. Tua is looking at these defenders here, and he sees that these defenders come down. More importantly, he notices that Gesicki, because he's on an in-breaking route, is going to be able to beat his man. And as you see this play develop, look how these two guys have slotted down. Gesicki now has this open space in behind, and Tua, all he has to do is throw into there. And this is a really well-thrown ball, really accurately thrown ball, and picks up 9 yards. So really well done from Tua, just realizing that these two defenders are coming down. This is actually a really good play by that defender right there on the tackle, because if he doesn't tackle Gesicki there, Gesicki could break it for some big gain. But overall, this is the right read and the right decision from Tua, and a really accurate throw that puts Gesicki in a good spot to go out and catch it and pick up some big yards. So a really nice throw here from Tua, and really nice understanding of what the defense is giving him and how to attack the defense. Another big thing I think that Tua Tagovailoa really, it's a place where he really does well is the chemistry with his receivers. And getting Devontae Parker back in this game against the Giants was really big. Obviously, he's been out for a few weeks, and he had a really big impact. And it was really his chemistry with Tua that was really productive. So here on this play, Devontae Parker is going to more or less run a go route. But the idea is to get Devontae Parker on that back shoulder towards the outside of the field, and Tua puts this ball in a perfect place. It is a beautiful thing to watch. So from the get-go, Tua wants Devontae Parker. I mean, he's looking right at Parker, just seeing where he is in relation to his man, if he can get by him. And then when he sees that he's been able to get by him a little bit, but he doesn't really have that ability to get all the way downfield and all the way downhill, Tua has the idea that, okay, we're going to put this back shoulder for Devontae Parker to go get. Because, for example, if this ball, if he wants Devontae Parker to just go, this ball needs to be way out in front, almost over here, right, for Devontae Parker to run under it. But that's not what happens, and Tua realizes that Devontae Parker doesn't have the, he doesn't have that speed, that elite speed, but he does have that elite size, and he's arguably one of the best jump ball catchers in the NFL. So on this play here, I love this ball placement from Tua, and this is great chemistry between him and Parker. Number one, Parker really gets this corner to go. If you watch the corner here, the corner does not look at the football once in this entire spot. So Parker does a great job driving this corner downhill and giving him space, because Tua and Parker know that this ball needs to be thrown towards the outside for that back shoulder catch. But as I said, Devontae Parker doesn't have the speed on this receiver, but he does a great job making this receiver think that he's going all the way downfield. And then at the last second, he comes back to the football. Great throw by Tua once again, using that back shoulder throw and having the chemistry with Devontae Parker. And then as he turns back to the ball, he's now created separation because he's made the corner think he's going all the way downhill, which gives him a tiny bit of separation and then allows him to shift his body, turn his body, protect the ball, get 2 feet in bounds right there, and then secure it for the catch. This is an absolutely fantastic job by Devontae Parker, almost single-handedly making this play possible, but more importantly, it's the throw from Tua that puts this ball in a perfect spot, only where Devontae Parker can go get it, on that outside shoulder. Really good chemistry with his receivers. That's another big thing that's really giving Tua a lot of success lately. And this was Tua's first touchdown of the game. You're going to notice something here. Number one, it's going to be Mac Hollins with the touchdown. And Hollins is going to run that route, but it's going to be a route combination. When you see trips to the left, it's always going to be a route combination trying to get a guy open. Here, it's going to be Devontae Parker going here. It's going to be Waddle underneath, and it's going to be Hollins kind of coming through. And that's the route combination. But another thing I really want to show is this designed rollout once again. And it's a designed rollout this way for Tua because remember, he's a lefty. So him rolling out that way is going to make it easier for him to throw on the run. So once again, it's going to be Hollins going here. It's going to be Parker here and Waddle underneath. So if I just roll the tape over here, you're going to see how these two defenders realize that Tua and this Tua Waddle connection is on point. So as Waddle moves out this way, these two defenders over here are forced to come down and try and block Waddle. And what that does is that leaves either Devontae Parker open up right in the middle of the end zone, or Mac Hollins open right over there in the back of the end zone. And this forces this defender to the backside to really have to choose and try to have to play both gaps. So as you see Waddle underneath here, Tua does a really good job recognizing that, hey, okay, I originally want to go to Waddle, I can't get Waddle, but because of these two defenders dropping down, this space over the top to Mac Hollins is open. So all Tua does is just floats it back to that back corner where only Mac Hollins can go and get it. Probably would have been better if there was a little bit more speed on that pass, but it's right over that top defender and allows Mac Hollins to high point that ball and come down with it for the catch. Hollins kind of can't quite get it at first, but gets the 2 feet in bounds at the end and ends up pulling that in. But this is a really good job by Tua. And once again, this is what the Dolphins like to do. They like to get Tua on the rollouts. They like to run these route combinations like that to get their receivers open. And this is nothing more than Tua doing what he does, finding the right guy, making the right decision, making the play for the touchdown. Really big touchdown. Also, crunch time too. This was, I think, this was in the second quarter on a 14-play drive with 3 minutes left for a touchdown. So this is the 2-minute drill right here, getting the job done. And it looks like he had Parker here for a sec, but does it really smartly to just loft that one back there for the touchdown to Hollins. Really good read, really good decision making from Tua once again. And this is another run-pass option play. It's going to be looking at these two linebackers, really more this linebacker. He's going to have Waddle on the slant. It's literally the same play as Gesicki, just on the opposite side, but it's the exact same principle. If this defender bites on the run here, and he bites down, it creates all this space over here that Waddle's running into for Tua to throw into, and then Waddle can go up and make a play after the catch. And that's exactly what happens. So as this defender comes down, right, and Waddle's running that route, remember, all the space over here is open up, right? And Tua sees that. He wants Waddle, and he sees that Waddle's going to beat his man. Also, Waddle's really, really fast. So Waddle's like always going to beat his man. And Tua simply just puts it there, and Waddle can pick up the extra yards. Bullet from Tua, right? Really, really, really good throw here. Plus, this is a really good idea on the route combination by this Dolphins offensive staff to get Waddle going that way and Albert Wilson going that way, making this guy here have to choose Albert Wilson. And that only creates more space. So as you see, Albert Wilson have to get covered by this guy. It's a little bit of a rub route in a way. As Tua wants Waddle, sees that this guy's going this way, and then Waddle going that way, which only makes all the space open here because this guy's moved down because of the RPO. So this is the RPO. Really good decision making from Tua, and this pops off for a nice gain. You know, that's 15 or 16, maybe 17 yards there, and the first down. And this is what I love about Tua. He's really, really good with the decision making, especially off the RPO. Really getting those linebackers to bite and creating space in behind for him to throw into, especially off those quick breaking slant routes to his faster receivers and skilled receivers like Waddle on this one and Gesicki on the other one. And to be honest, this was not the best throw from Tua today. I'm not going to lie. But this was a good throw. And this was a throw that I don't think Tua would have been able to make last year because he just wouldn't have had the power. And, you know, he threw a really nice football against the Giants. Like, I was just watching him like, these are pretty footballs. These are nice footballs. What I love about this play here is Waddle's route running. You're really going to see him create a lot of separation off his route running. You're going to see him kind of duck and cover and kind of run that sort of route to that area of the field and trying to come across the defense. And this ball from Tua is just so perfect. A little bit of a play action pass gets these defenders to bite, and it opens up a little bit of this space in behind that Waddle is trying to run into. Remember, he's running that sort of route. And Tua he's got all day in the pocket, able to survey the field, simply steps up and fires an absolute bullet to Jalen Waddle. The only issue here is I would have really preferred this ball to be towards the outside, because if this ball's towards the outside, Waddle's gone, it's a touchdown, and the Dolphins are up 17-6. But at the same time, this is still a really well-thrown ball, accurate. It's a little high for Waddle, but nonetheless, he had to get it up and over anybody in this sort of area, as this defender was over here and this defender was over here. Didn't really know where those defenders were going to go, but he gets it to Waddle, and this is a good completion and a good throw, and him and his receiver on the same page. However, the one complaint I do have is I wish this ball was thrown a little bit more to the outside and a little bit lower so Waddle could take it in stride and then run up the sideline and pop it off for a big gain. But I think, you know, this is still a really excellent ball from Tua, picking up, you know, a chunk 26, 25 yards here. So nice throw by Tua, but better route running by Jalen Waddle, setting this all up. So this is going to be the last play I'm going to show you in today's game, or rather Sunday's game, against the New York Giants from Tua Tagovailoa. This was the second touchdown to Isaiah Ford, who I believe is in the slot right there. Once again, you're going to see this trips right formation. You're going to see Myles Gaskin in the backfield. And more or less, it's another designed rollout. And I absolutely love these designed rollouts for Tua because they get him moving, they get him in some open space, they allow for him to make all those decisions and see the entire field. And he thrives in these situations. So it's going to be a fake handoff here to Gaskin, gets the defense to kind of shift this way. You see how all these Giants defenders, right, they're all over here, they all shift ever so most this way. And what that allows for is all the other receivers, one going this way, that's Isaiah Ford, Devontae Parker going here, and then Mike Gesicki over here, to come across the field. And as all these Giants defenders have moved this way, they have a little bit of a head start moving that way. Okay, so that's what's gonna create the separation. And also you're gonna see Durham Smythe kind of try and go for a little block here over there. But nonetheless, as Tua, you know, he's gotten the Giants defense to move this way. Now he's coming back to roll out this direction. And this is what I absolutely love. He's got Gesicki going this way, he's got Devontae Parker going this way, and he's got Isaiah Ford on the shallow underneath route. And Tua doesn't try and force the ball here, right? There's not really anywhere to go with the football. The Giants have actually done a really good job blocking this up. You can't really go underneath here. You can't really go to Devontae Parker. You could try and fit it over to Gesicki, but that's not going to work. So Tua's patient. He keeps moving out this way, and he keeps looking for an option. And as that happens, that's when the defense breaks down. Tua sees a little bit of an opening underneath here, shallow to Isaiah Ford. And once again, on the run, throws an absolute dime to the outside, allows Isaiah Ford to put two feet in bounds, catch the ball, and go out of bounds with the body for the touchdown. This is an excellent thrown ball, using Isaiah Ford and his body as a shield for the football, and the sideline as a boundary, only putting the ball in a spot where Isaiah Ford can get. This is accuracy on the run. This is exactly what you want to see from Tua Tagovailoa. So Tua Tagovailoa has been playing some excellent football of late. He really has. He's been really productive on the field. High accuracy. He's been really good with the rollouts. The chemistry is there with his teammates and his fellow receivers. He's doing a really fantastic job, and I'm really excited to see where this is taking the Dolphins. Sure, they've played against some questionable defenses, and they haven't played against the best defenses in the league. Nonetheless, though, Tua is getting the job done, and he's playing at a high level. And the reason he's playing at a high level is because he's accurate with the football. He's making the right decisions. He's utilizing the RPOs and the designed rollouts to perfection in this Dolphins offense. But more importantly, he's finding his receivers in stride. He's accurate with the football, and that chemistry with his receivers is allowing him to push the ball downfield a little bit. So overall, Tua is confident. He's in control of this Dolphins offense, and he's in command of this Dolphins offense. And more importantly, he's doing the right things. He's not making mistakes, and he's getting the job done. So at the end of the day, Tua's doing a really fantastic job. I hope this film session kind of broke that down for you. But, it'll be interesting to see where Tua can take this Dolphins team, especially at the level that he's playing at.
And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.